Damit kommen wir zu Achtelfinale Nummer 5. Er ist die aktuelle Nummer 47 der Weltrangliste bei der PDC. Der letzte Belgier im Turnier. 22 Jahre ist er jung. Spielt jetzt bereits sein drittes European Tour Achtelfinale in diesem Jahr 2017. Und er ist ganz klar einer, der Träume wahr werden lässt. Der Dreammaker Dimitri van den Bergh. Was ein Tänzer, Dimitri van den Bergh. Er muss jetzt ran gegen die aktuelle Nummer 18 der Weltrangliste. Ein ehemaliger Rugby-Spieler, der es geschafft hat, sich innerhalb von 5, 6 Jahren in die Weltspitze zu spielen. In diesem Jahr stand er zum ersten Mal in einem Major-Finale. Das war bei den UK Open. Aus Wales, the Iceman, Gerwyn Price.
The Iceman versus the Dreammaker on stage here in Leverkusen for a place in the quarterfinals of the Happy Bet European Darts Open. Dimitri van den Bergh, the young Belgian, flying the flag for his home country after the exit of Kim Huybrechts yesterday at the hands of Big John Henderson, turning into the Big Hendo Weekendo here at the European Darts Open. Henderson will take on Mensur Suljovic in the quarterfinals tonight. It's Peter Wright versus Dave Chisnell, and the winner of this one goes up against either Michael Smith or Daryl Gurney. Gerwyn Price will be the favourite for it. He's the seeded player, seeded 13th. He's won a couple of PDC titles. He's had runs to the final session of action on the European Tour already this year. Compare and contrast with Dimitri, yet to claim a senior title, won loads on the development tour, and yet to make the final session of action on the European Tour, despite 3 runs to this stage of the tournament this year. Can he take the next step? He's been very, very solid in 6-0 win over Matt Clark and a 6-5 victory over Simon Whitlock, the number 4 seed yesterday. One more win and Dimitri is in uncharted territory. A Euro Tour quarter-final. I'm Dan Dawson. Paul Nicholson is back in the commentary box alongside me as Paul Hinks just adjusts the board, ready for Gerwyn Price against Dimitri van den Bergh.
Yes, intriguing contest from a lot of perspectives, this. Gerwyn Price can be construed as maybe a tiny bit ring rusty because he's missed a few weeks. But Dimitri van den Bergh, it seems like he's playing every week, whether it's development tour or European tour or pro tour, or he's got a miraculous week off from the PDC tour. He's always playing at home, and that's his strength. He's always playing. It's the enthusiasm of this young man that has got him this far.
Well, this is the 8th European Tour event of the year. Dimitri has qualified for 6 of them. Now, that's good. These Euro qualifiers are tough. But it is Gerwyn Price to throw first in this one. And he'll be looking to up his performance level from yesterday's victory over Mark Walsh, because his average didn't even get into the 90s and it's currently on 24.
Yeah, let's just, I suppose, get it right from the first. Gerwyn. No, I know a Gerwyn in North Wales. And he'd want me to say it right?
Well,
it's just easier to say Gerwyn.
Yeah, well, I'm lazy. I'll call him Gerwyn, so.
Just call him Sir.
Well, yeah, you call him whatever he wants when you're built like that. Former rugby player, of course, a man we'll be seeing plenty more of on the World Series.
It was a fascinating interview he gave the Dart Show last month, and they were talking about the fact he still lives in that area, and he drives down the street and he sees relatives and friends.
41.
That's his comfort bubble, being at home, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, because sometimes in a booming sport like darts, you need people around you that you knew before you made it big. People who
grounded.
actually, yeah, exactly. I get the feeling if he got a bit too big for his boots, the people on the rugby field might have something to say about it.
97. Dimitri 170.
Dimitri Vandenberg, no need to go for the bullseye at the end of this combination had he hit the 2 treble 20s, but
60.
no trouble, just does give a little sniff of a chance to go in Price, who is under serious pressure, but what a response this is.
139.
That'll do.
Dimitri 110.
That makes Dimitri think, right, I've got to hit this now. Treble 18. Price comes back for 20 in his favourite double top.
Yeah, he will lead double top at every available opportunity to go in Price. Because he hits it even when he's not trying.
He did that yesterday.
Double 10 then. There it is.
Shot of the first line.
Go in Price.
Go in Price.
Well, he's usually a man who's very aggressive on stage. You don't often see him apologise for much.
Yeah, Dimitri, you might want to bank that one, because I don't know of anybody else in World Darts who's an apology from the Iceman.
He's usually very unapologetic. He's had his Barneys with the
59.
big beasts of World Darts over the short period that he's been a PDC player. Although, to be fair, his greatest opponent, Gerwyn Price, the one that
100.
seems most likely to knock him out of a tournament, is just basically the entry system on the computer, seeing as he keeps failing to use it.
100.
Missed a couple of weekends because he hasn't actually entered the tournament, Gerwyn Price.
Well, we know he's going to be in all of the events from now on, because he decided to do them all way in advance, which is a very smart move.
I think he's entered everything up until about 2037, Gerwyn Price.
Including Q School, just just as a fail-safe.
60. Dimitri 121.
121 is a very, very good outshot in this position, because you don't have to take it out. You've got lots of time. Big 12.
89.
Perfect setup.
Yeah, sensible stuff from Dimitri Vandenberg there, going down for the 19s.
54.
Target you go for a little bit more regularly than the treble 17, and he hits it and leaves himself double 16 to level this up.
Yeah, that's nice. It's a good leg. Settles him down. In the beginning of a match like this, it's one of the biggest days of Dimitri Vandenberg's career so far. He could have a big say in what happens today, and to settle yourself down on stage, you got to do things like that.
This is, and look, I know Gerwyn Price has not got going in this game at all, but the thing is, he's just hit a maximum there, and instead of Gerwyn Price giving his 2 tickets to the gun show
41.
and flexing his muscles and shouting and screaming, as he usually does, it's just been a sigh from Gerwyn Price.
140.
However, yesterday, when Gerwyn Price was playing against Mark Walsh, pretty much soon after Walshy hit the 140 checkout on tops, Gerwyn Price went nuts. He started celebrating. We could hear his celebrations from where we are sitting, and that was with headphones on.
95.
So give him the right circumstances and he will unleash the beast.
Well, it's certainly a lot better in this leg from Gerwyn Price. 86 left for an 11 darter. Ton 40 for Dimitri is not enough to get to a finish.
68 left. Treble 16 with a left double 10.
46.
But again, he leaves tops, like you mentioned, Dan.
He won't really... I mean, I know he would have loved to take that out for an 11 darter, treble 18, double 16, but such is his preference for double top.
45.
Knowing that he's going to come back to the board, leaving it, he'll be quite happy with that. Double 10. And there it is. It's double 10 for the second time, and Gerwyn Price into the lead in this one.
Game on.
Well, surely if he wanted to hit tops there, he should have been going for a single 20. Just twice in this tournament, he's gone for a single 20 and hit tops.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I've been studying the grip of these two guys.
81.
Gerwyn Price, you see, just grips it right at the end of the dart. And I was practicing with him backstage earlier on today, just looking at the sheer force that he can throw the dart. And there's such a thump in that ball when it hits. There's a lot of force behind that right-hand bicep.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's no real surprise, is it? This, for a second maximum.
140.
For rugby.
I was also looking, at the Dimitri Vandenberg grip, which is very different. He almost holds it at the back of the barrel, and then he has two fingers on the point.
Yeah, he's like holding each extreme end of the dart, isn't he? There's all that, the main bit of the barrel with all that grip, he's barely touching it.
Yeah.
41.
Which makes it very important that he has grooves on the points, because that's where his reference point is. Remember the time when there weren't any grooves or dots on points or even monograms? They were just points. Nowadays with technology, you've got all sorts on the points.
Oh, vastly different lengths and different cuts and grooves and various things, not just for them sticking in the board, but just for a bit of grip on the fingers as well. Dimitri looking at the 170, and he's not really given that a chance, but he's in a little bit of problems here.
139.
3 hole to throw so far in this game.
Oh, I'm really surprised he didn't go treble 13 there, because he does love double top. In a sense, I can totally understand, because that way he has one dart to leave double top.
Yeah.
But now he's got to rely on Dimitri not hitting treble 18. Gerwyn's price gamble pays off.
It does. Can he hit double top? He can. The first time in this match, Gerwyn Price pins double top, and he is in charge of this one here. It was a bit of a slow start for the Iceman, and he is still not playing anywhere near his capabilities. You know, this is Gerwyn Price, who really announced himself in World Darts, the World Match Play, a couple of years back, where he was able to beat Adrian Lewis, make the quarterfinals, and halfway through that game with Adrian, he was averaging 110. I mean, it was... Everybody sat up and started taking notice of Gerwyn Price from that moment. We didn't know if he could do that sort of thing, and he emphatically answered that he could. Adrian Lewis, I don't think, knew he could do that sort of thing at the time.
140.
That says to me that he's got to defend quarter-final ranking points when he goes to Blackpool. So it starts getting a little bit interesting for Mr. Price from now on.
137.
You want to be an elite level dart player, you've got to defend points every week. Who's to say he can't do that?
That is true. I mean, Gerwyn Price is just outside the top 16 in the world, but he's not won a game at the World Championship either, so he knows that just winning a game or two at Ali Pali at the end of the year, suddenly, I mean, there's so much money at that tournament available, he can start making massive progress up the rankings. That is a 180 for Dimitri Vandenberg, one that he needs, but 419s will give Price a dart at tops, and he has started hitting it now, hasn't he? But can he find that 57? Doesn't like it, does he? He doesn't find it.
That was tricky.
56.
We're about to find out what the preference is for Mr. Vandenberg. Is he a tops man? No, he's a double 16 man. By his eyes, I can see he was looking at the 18. Big deep breath. Composure. One dart remains.
18.
And now, Price should get 2 darts at tops for a 4-1 lead.
Tops double 10, it's the only route, isn't it? Okay. There you go, you heard that. Gerwyn Price takes out tops once more. And Dimitri Vandenberg, having made the last 16 on the Euro Tour for a 3rd time this year,
100.
by virtue of his victories over Matt Clark and Simon Whitlock here in Leverkusen this weekend, is in serious danger of falling at this stage once more. Still searching for that first appearance in a final session of action. It's something that Gerwyn Price has done on a number of occasions. He's done it this year, made the semi-finals in Hildesheim, made the quarter-finals in Saarbrücken. And those weekends he was playing really good. You know, he could have gone on further. He looked a genuine threat.
Just get the feeling that Dimitri's taking baby steps in his career. Last season, it was a case of can he get through Saturday? Now it's can he get through the last 16 stage? I reckon probably within about 18 months, he'll be making the final session and threatening titles.
Yeah.
Because he's just learning at this
55.
metabolic rate of, okay, let's get better and better and better. He understands how old he is and the experience that he has already. And he doesn't want everything at once. He's a smart young man.
He is patient, Dimitri. I know a lot of young players, they want everything. They want it right now. They want it yesterday. I mean, I remember Michael Smith. You know, a few years back, he managed to claim a first PDC title, and quite a few years ago. But then he just expected, I should be winning everything here. I should be winning the World Championship. And it takes time. It does take time. But Dimitri is patient. He is a very young man. I mean, Dimitri van den Bergh. Well, he's 22. 1-2-8. Treble 20 for ball.
Oh.
63.
So Dimitri, he missed a couple of darts at double 16 in the last leg. If he misses a couple of darts at double 16 here, then Gerwyn Price may be about to knock him out of the tournament. Oh, last dart in hand, and Dimitri does manage to find the green bit.
Just get the feeling from Dimitri's celebration there, it was a hit of relief as opposed to a hit of aggression. Maybe he just needs to get a bit of mojo. This is the leg where he can mount a fight back. He can just keep the darts there and get his adrenaline pumping a little bit. He'll put pressure on Price.
Yeah, I mean, we'll look at the averages. I mean, he's not doing anything, you know, Price isn't doing anything to terrify him, but Price has started hitting his doubles.
78.
You know, well, 66%. He started hitting double top, but he's been pretty good on double 10 anyway. I mean, Gerwyn Price, his all four legs have been won on tops and tens, because that's what he does. Tries to leave double top as much as possible.
All is not lost for DVDB, one of the Continental Europe abbreviations, because he was in the right slugfest with Simon Whitlock yesterday, and he showed metal there.
Yeah, he did. But he was averaging 96 in that game, whereas here, just a few points shy of that. Not loads.
95.
But he can just raise his game a little bit, and once again, he's left that 170. He's not threatened to take this out as yet, but... Now then, 75 scored. Oh, there you go. That's what we want to see from Gerwyn Price. It's the aggression. You know, you can't fake it. You can't pretend to be fired up.
Gerwyn Price is fired up 24/7, I think.
Well, yeah.
I think he says, come on, when he goes to sleep. Come on, 8 hours to go.
Well, 110, you'll see some celebration if this goes in, I think. Oh, it's not going to. Yeah, it's a decent enough setup shot. Good second prize for Gerwyn Price. Leaves himself double 10, which he has already hit a couple of times. But Dimitri van den Bergh needs a ton plus checkout for a break. Well, it's still on. Treble 20.
One of those misses, isn't it? Treble 4's a good miss in that spot. But you've got to hit the 60 in the ball. Gerwyn Price, I don't think will miss double 10. Oh, hold on a minute. This is a bit awkward. He thinks. He hits. And we get the aggression again. Big lead now for Gerwyn Price. 5-2.
Yeah, and Gerwyn Price, he made life a little bit difficult for himself there with the first couple of darts. But he has been pretty good on tops and tens when he's had a whole visit to work with. You know, sometimes first dart, sometimes second dart, their third dart with only a small bit of the target to aim at. And it has proven to be the difference. He's more than 50% in his doubles in this match, Gerwyn Price. And that has been the decisive factor against Dimitri van den Bergh, who is only 1 in 3 when it comes to hitting his checkouts.
140.
This is what makes Gerwyn Price so hard to beat, because at this part of the match, he understands the tensions. He understands his own blood flow and adrenaline levels. And has that little bit of release from himself, saying, come on all the time. That's his way of keeping himself plateaued at this level that he wants to be at. But Dimitri has done very well in this leg to get the jump.
Okay, I quite like that. It means it guarantees him a dart at a double. He doesn't take it. Often see players go for the bullseye on the 82 because it leaves them 2 darts at double 16 if they hit it. But there, rather than leave the bullseye to the end, he's trying to guarantee a dart at a double for the leg. As it is, he gets 3 more. And he only needs the 1, and that's a 13 darter from Dimitri Van den Bergh, who does close the gap, but Gerwyn Price has the throw in 2 of the 3 remaining legs, and this is still very much the Welshman's match to lose.
140.
I think we can consider that the second dart he threw there was quite a kind deflection. He blocked the 60 on the left-hand side, admittedly, but the second dart really stood up and was counted. You want to see a picturesque 180? How about that one from Dimitri Van den Bergh? 3 on a pinhead.
Oh, now then, there'll be some aggression here, surely. Yeah, there you see. That's what Gerwyn Price is about. Going toe-to-toe with his opponent. And Dimitri Van den Bergh, who is probably about... I bet Gerwyn Price has bigger protein bars of a morning than Dimitri Van den Bergh. But he's not going to be intimidated, Dimitri. He will stand up and go and slug it out with a player.
125.
You do not want to slug it out with Gerwyn Price in this kind of mood, because just after Dimitri puts in a very solid leg to try and drag himself back into the match, look at this, Gerwyn Price on throw, on an 11 darter. He's going to go 16 for double top for a 6-3 win.
There's the 16. Is it a scream time? Not yet. He has a look at the score. 1 dart, gets rid of the game. No aggression, just respect. The Iceman has got too much for the Belgian today. He cannot find himself in a quarter-final today, but I'm sure there will be more in the future from him. The Iceman is back on the European Tour this week, and he's back in the quarter-finals as well. Gerwyn Price will play either Michael Smith or Daryl Gurney later on tonight. We'll have a few words with the Iceman in a minute. He told me earlier on that he'd rather play darts than talk about darts. This is the uncomfortable bit for the Iceman. Let's find out what he's got to say with Elmar. We'll see you very shortly.
Turnier. Applaus für Dimitri Van den Bergh, den Dreammaker. Wie gesagt, 3. Achtelfinale auf der European Tour in diesem Jahr. Das läuft gut. Gerwyn, congratulations. Solid match. Everything was under control, that was my feeling. There was never really pressure. At the end, you were there when he was hitting this 180.
Yeah, I didn't feel comfortable all the way through. You know, I was having missed darts here and there, a couple of slip darts, but I played a lot better than yesterday. That's the main thing, and hopefully later on the season I'll play a little bit better again.
Gerwyn, how big is darts in Wales? We know the first world champion, Leighton Rees, is from Wales. We know Richie Burnett. How big is it?
Yeah, it's really big, you know. You got the likes of Barry Bates, Mark Webster. There's a lot of good players that have come through the ranks in the past years, but I've only been playing for about 4 years, so I don't know most of them, to be honest with you. But yeah, hopefully I'm inspiring a lot more players through Wales, and you know, maybe there'll be a lot more players like myself coming through the ranks.
Do people recognize you? Do they want autographs and stuff like that?
Yeah, now and again. Not as much as probably Michael gets, but it's getting there.
Yeah, good to see you later again. Thank you very much. Gerwyn Price. Er sagt, Darts in Wales ist ziemlich groß.